Well, you're staying at his house, so you should probably do whatever he
He's
says.
the best. I'm very excited to have him. He's my favorite person.
My
in the
best
world.
friend.
My best friend, and he knows Josh by proxy. Justin Bailoff Downing. What's up, brother?
How you boys doing?
Feeling
Applause,
good.
applause.
Yeah.
Welcome back to your old stomping grounds.
I know. I think I'm gonna move back.
Are you serious? Or are you
No,
kidding?
I'm not serious. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Well, that's a mean thing to say to
You
us.
just got so
The
excited.
only people in the world that would care that you move back are us, the people you just tease.
No, I'll do like a bi-coastal thing. How about that? I'll be back and forth.
Yeah.
Well,
bye.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
We don't get you here very often.
Yeah. I think I'll be coming back a lot more.
He used to live here for some context, and then he moved to Nashville. Nashville's awesome. We've
Nashville's
visited
great.
him plenty of times in Nashville, and
Yeah.
it looks like things are great there also. But just
But it was-
selfishly, we want him back here.
But it was pretty cool when he did move there.
I didn't like it.
I was like, yeah, let's.
I was only home like 4 days a week, and I tried to see him all 4 days of the days that I was home. We'd hit some golf balls, go to the Laurel Tavern.
Oh, the tavern.
Yeah.
Remember our favorite lesbian?
Remember you used
Yeah.
to try to hit on that girl all the time at the tavern?
Well, here's how good he is. He actually was making ground with a woman who isn't even into men. Like, that shows that you got some riz,
I have a
as
little
they call
lesbian
it
in me.
nowadays.
Making ground as what? A friend?
No, they hooked up and kissed and stuff, didn't they?
Oh, you did?
I don't know if you did.
He said,
blacked
"Did
out.
Maybe
we?"
not. I don't know.
He said,
That was me
"Did we?"
guessing. But she gave you a lot of attention.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you guys hung out and stuff.
You're like, we made a lot of ground as a really good
For a
friend.
lesbian? I can't even get them to, like, smile at me. Like, they're so mad at me, even though I'm preaching the good word.
She's legend. She's a
Preaching the
legend.
good word.
Yeah, I'm telling them, like, these bitches, right? And lesbians usually go, he is right. We have to date these bitches, and he's
He
right.
is right. What, how was did you just get here from Nashville?
I did, man. I drove across the country.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You drove?
I drove from Nashville to LA. Yeah.
Do you
That's
believe
not true.
that?
That's
That's
not-
not
there's
true
no
at
way
all.
it's true.
It's so true. I drove a freaking Sprinter van all the way out here.
Well,
for
maybe
work.
you did because it's for work. Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
would
yeah.
you drive a Sprinter van, though?
That's what we do in the
It's
photo
a
booth
long
business,
ass
dude.
drive.
But a Sprinter
Yeah.
van doesn't carry a photo booth.
Well, it's not. It's like a big cargo van. A Sprinter van is just cooler to say. I
Okay,
guess.
we're getting all caught up in your lies already, but that's fine. That's cool.
I found
Yeah,
this
so
old
I-
picture of us back in L.A. Back
What?
when you lived here. Back when
What?
you lived here.
What? So what highway did you take?
The 40.
The 40.
Yeah, the
Oh,
40.
that's a weird route to go.
What
okay.
do you mean? It's a real route. What are you talking about?
It's a weird route to take from Nashville. I just know how the freeways
Literally, the
work
40
there.
runs through Nashville. You know nothing. God, dude,
Wait, so how is the photo booth business?
it's booming, baby. It's
Yeah?
booming. Yeah.
How does it work if someone says, "Hey, I'm having a wedding," and all my guests are going to want images? So they will set up a photo booth and they can put their little branding in the corner.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah. We'll brand the outside of it for you. So if it's Josh's like birthday, we'll put his face all over it.
And then he
we'll
just
do
gets to own that forever?
He gets to own it forever. Well, not the photo booth, but
Right.
the pictures.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you get all the photo
What if a place
strips.
wants to buy the photo booth for their bar to just be there always?
Well, we're gonna give it to you for free. That's kind of our model.
Wow.
And then we just do this. We just get the money off the credit
Why
card
doesn't
swipes.
Aaron have one of those in
Doesn't
every
seem
single
like
bar
a
he owns?
very good business
Let's
plan
get it
to give
going.
you it to for free, though, huh?
He knows a guy that would do that in a second.
I'm not
let's-
helping you out
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
Let's do it. Who's Aaron?
Aaron owns all these bars like the Flamingo and the what's the other?
I think
bar?
he had a photo booth before, but I don't know why he got rid of it.
It's a
but-
great idea
Yeah.
because San Diego's just full of good-looking young people
Yeah.
who they like that kind of stuff, and
Maybe
Yeah.
I could help you out.
Yeah, do it.
We'll
It'll be
see.
the first time.
especially if it's free. He just
Yeah.
said that it doesn't cost
Yeah,
them
it's
any
free.
money.
Hands off.
the
We
top.
come in, take care of it. We design.
Will you
it,
come
deliver.
out and take care of it?
I won't personally.
All right. Well, then I'm not.
Let's do it.
I'm not doing
Someone
it.
else will do it.
Someone else will do it. Yeah.
That's one
Okay.
thing about all of Justin's business models. He likes to be the middle guy.
I'm
He
kind
likes
of.
to set up I'll introduce you to this, and then
Although I'm kind of bummed about the baseball field on the hotel.
oh yeah,
that real?
I swear to God. So Justin used to come up with all these crazy ideas that were just crazy enough to work. Like in my mind, I'm like, if someone just was wild enough to go, yeah, let's try it, I think they'd all be great ideas. And they flirt enough with gimmick that I'm in, because it sounds silly and funny that a guy like me is in. But then also like you could make money off of like some of these things. Like let's go through some of your best ideas. One of them, someone stole. It's a baseball stadium at the top of a building. So it's like the building's like.
Wait, that wasn't
like
a real thing, though.
No, but that's something that these Saudis like want to
Yeah, yeah,
design.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
you sent me one, and it was like AI or
Oh,
something.
it's totally
and I was
fake.
like,
Yeah,
okay.
but that's the way they like generate those
Gotcha.
images. But like, what a nightmare! Waiting for that elevator, 60,000 people trying to get down to the floor to get to their car is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Which is probably why it'll never be made.
Also, a ball gets hit out of the stadium and
Awesome.
just murders
That's
somebody.
awesome.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Just
Yeah,
kills somebody
Yeah, you don't want
down on the bottom of the stadium.
Aaron Judge hitting a
No.
rocket
dude.
out of there. It
They got
kills a
nets
family
everywhere.
of 5.
Oh, also an earthquake. That'd be fun.
So what's your other? Pitch us the fight bar.
Fight bar.
Remember
Okay.
this?
Wait,
Yeah.
he doesn't want anybody to take his great idea.
like,
It's
Yeah,
have
amazing.
it. Have it. It's ridiculous. And if someone does open it, I will go. No, I just feel like back in the old saloon days, guys getting fights and whatever. But like, I think we should bring it back. But of course, there's regulations, and you want to make sure people are safe about it. So it's like everything in the bar is like you can it's shatter, like all the glass you can shatter it. It's safe, but every hour on the hour.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
It has
yeah.
prop glass.
No, it's like
prop
things are
glass.
rubbered. It's like safe.
no weapons.
No weapons.
Yeah.
But every hour on the hour, a bell rings, and then a countdown.
You better be
happens.
ready for that
a
bell.
countdown happens of like, you get to make the choice if you're gonna leave and go behind the glass to then be a viewer of this
if you
fight,
wanna be in the fight zone.
or if you want to be in the fight zone, and you get a minute to decide. And people are like scrambling, running out, grabbing
I'd be
their
getting
drinks.
out every time.
Yeah, you
And
would.
then the people that stay, you
wanna
fight for like a minute, and you just go ham. And you,
One-on-one fights are just...
No, the
Whatever,
rules
dude.
are just you're in the fight zone.
fighting whoever there.
So you might catch a cheap shot.
Absolutely.
I like
dude.
the idea of bringing someone and not telling them the rules or nothing.
No, wow.
They're just in there.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then
they're
like
like taking their time.
they're like,
getting their,
what is happening? Like, I'm not sure. And then you smoke their ass. You could just fight.
It's like
What?
you bring your mom to visit town,
Yeah.
and then she's stuck in
My
there.
sister's getting rumbled.
That's so mean.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, there has to be some waiver at the front, or
Right.
like when they check your
So
IDs.
it's not one-on-one fighting.
I
No.
imagine
no.
every hour when the bell happens, most people are just going to be watching and
Fight
no one's
bar.
going to be in the fight zone. But I imagine on weekends or something, we're going to get a lot of fights.
Oh, all the guys with cauliflower ear are going to be in there.
Oh,
dude.
dude,
I mean, what do I do if I
wait.
just accidentally go in and grab a beer with a friend? I don't even know what this bar's about. I'm
Well,
just
just-
in it.
Well, they'll
yeah.
tell you before you go
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Like, oh, you're at the fight bar, just so you guys know.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you
also
gotta-
called fight bar, so you might want
And a
to.
quick prep, like just so you guys know, don't be in there if you don't want to fight.
It'll
when the
be
bell
some.
rings.
Yeah, they'll say very quick. You're like, wait, what did he just say? As you're like walking in, you're like,
By the way,
He said something about fighting. Who knows? We've been
Right.
drinking all day.
could you imagine the regulars at that kind of bar,
Just
dude?
amazing.
Just the yoked fighters that
Yeah,
just
yeah,
want to.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Be
all
great.
hockey players,
Yeah.
enforcers, just ready to go.
And those
Yeah.
are the people that I'd be a regular of the bar to go watch.
Watch.
I'd be like, oh, I love this guy, and
maybe there's like a wristband thing. It's like, hey, do you think you want to fight or don't want to fight? And
yeah,
then
we
if
get like the American Gladiators. We'll have
Yeah.
like a cast of guys that are always kind of there.
Oh yeah,
It's a good idea.
maybe
And-
kind of like regulators.
Yeah.
Like if someone's getting
Nitro's
like,
here.
Yeah.
And then if you get knocked
It's
out,
Thursday.
you never get to go back to the fight bar again.
Well, I don't know.
We don't want to
maybe.
discourage people from coming back. You know.
Or like running.
We love
again.
business.
Do you deserve to go back if you get knocked
Yeah,
out?
because we needed to see someone get knocked. I think the people that I'm most going to be upset with at the bar are people like me who are always hanging around to watch the fights and never want to partake.
And maybe the bartenders are just super jacked
Watchy
up, like
Jeff,
wrestler
dude.
type
Sick.
dude, so they can jump in and make sure someone just like doesn't
I
get
love it.
killed.
I
It's
like
only
the
a minute,
idea, but
What
I
do you
only-
think of this idea? Comment below. I want to know what everyone thinks.
I like
about
the
it.
idea,
bar.
but I think it needs to be more of a one-on-one fight style.
Why are you
Like
stuck in
you
the
go
one-on-one?
and you call somebody out, and then you meet in the middle and they fight.
Like medieval times and cable
Yeah,
guy?
because I can't imagine just like you're fighting a dude and then somebody comes across and cheats you and like
Right.
that's the part where I
But
don't
Well, that's
the
like.
kind of how
whole-
mosh pits work.
Yeah, but
Nobody ever sues anyone over a mosh pit.
But that's what happens in,
It's
like, a bar fight.
understood that you're in the mosh pit. You're going
Yeah.
to get rumbled.
Yeah, but even in a bar fight, it's like you versus that guy, or it's your group versus that group.
Yeah.
Like you kind of know who you're fighting.
Not
This
really.
is just I'm
You still get
fighting
cheap
you, and then
shot.
some dude comes and knocks me out.
Watch World Star. Have you ever seen the fights that happen in these bars?
Maybe we'll do like a special night for you, Josh. It's like one-on-one.
Yeah,
bar.
duel,
Yeah, yeah,
duel
Honor
night.
night.
yeah, honor. Yeah,
Duel night.
and then there's gonna be gambling, of course, like people behind the glass.
Obviously, you
gambling
gotta have
and-
lots of money
It's
on
gonna be
it.
sick,
honor
dude.
night.
It's gonna be
Women,
sick, dude.
women versus women fights,
that'd
or
be cool.
women just? Is there a women's night also?
There should be a belly room of the fight bar that's got like just the female
Side
fighters.
rooms. Oh man.
Or
Yeah,
just
so there you go.
late Tuesday nights, ladies' night.
Yeah. Christian, you a fighter?
Not like. What do you mean, like fighter? Like, what do you mean?
I
Like,
mean,
do I
like,
go out and fight?
Well, let's if we were out like
Do you just go out
hanging
the
out
street
like
and fight
after
people?
like the improv and stuff, and we were just all at a place, and some guy started to fucking chirp or give you shit. Would you? What would your instinct be?
First, I'd like want to size the guy up, obviously, because
Okay.
I'm not that big of a guy.
Right.
Oh.
But then, I'm not going out looking for trouble. You know, like I'm not going out looking
Right.
for a
That's
fight.
not fun.
Trouble
for you,
finds
yeah.
me.
No. Yeah, literally. I see red and it's all over. No. But like if it's like I try and de-escalate it, and if it just keeps going and going,
Then
then
you gotta
obviously like if I'm more like I'd fight if someone was threatening me or my friends over rather than just fighting because I'm angry. You know.
Yeah.
So
So would you
Interesting.
go to Fight Bar?
yeah, to watch for sure.
Not just to watch,
Yeah, just to watch.
not to participate.
It'd be something I'd want to do at least once. At least
It
once.
is kind
Yeah.
of like if I'm the type of guy, I would not do Fight Bar. But the way you're talking about it is the way, like, if I was in Mexico and we were, like, watching those guys out there with those bulls, where I'd be like, maybe I will jump
You
out
would,
there
you
for
would.
a
It's
sec.
only
Like,
a
I'm
minute.
that kind of guy.
I'd be like,
It's
yeah,
only
why not?
1 minute.
Bro,
Yeah.
20-year-old us were in Fight Bar. 40-year-old
me.
me
No,
is
20-year-old
not
me
in,
was not into
no,
it.
Yeah.
20-year-old me would have been in the middle of Fight
Something
Bar.
about a fist fight
Oh yeah,
petrifies me.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I
I'll
don't
try anything to get out of
Got to
it.
be good at it.
I almost started one in Vegas.
Wait,
Fist
started
fight?
one just to walk away
No,
from, or like?
no, I just knew that I could take the. I knew I could knock the fuck out of this guy.
Oh, as a guy.
That's
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
reason. Him and his girl were chirping at me about all my personal shit. Like during a show, they're like, it's Jeff DUI, and they were like just
Oh,
chirping at me about like all this
wow.
personal stuff. And so afterwards, I just calmly like went up to him. But because he was this chubby little fucking pussy, I was like, I'm happy to beat the fuck out of this guy right here in front
Yeah,
of
yeah.
everyone. But that was totally me just sizing up the situation.
Right.
It had nothing to do with like me
checked his
wanting to
ears?
fight.
Checked
I was
his
like, I
ears?
could crush this guy.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
check the ears.
Got to check the ears,
And
dude.
I stepped like towards him, like over him, like and instigated it. And Nick Dupach, he was like, that scared me so bad when you did that. I was like, why? He goes, because I was like, we're fighting these guys. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Dude.
Saw the rage in your eyes, huh?
Well, this guy pissed me off pretty good, and also, like
Yeah,
I said,
that's-
it was unfair. It would have been
Invite him
me
to Fight Bar, dude.
dominating.
Send him an invitation to Fight Bar.
I don't need to. Any place, any time
Yeah,
for
but
that
then
fucker.
you could actually like,
But then it
Yeah.
would be legal.
take care of business.
That is true.
Everything's legal in Fight Bar.
Everything's legal. That's the tagline.
Everything's legal in Fight Bar.
I can fight women.
Yeah.
Everything's legal.
Everything
if
is
there-
legal.
I'm back.
Yeah, man. I love how you say Justin has so many good ideas, and I pitched you so many good ideas, and you
His
never.
ideas are great.
What
do you
about
got?
my ideas?
He always has some show he thinks we can do, and the shows are terrible.
Who, Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, like what? What's a?
Remember that show I
One of
thought
them-
about? look at what you don't want
Goes,
me.
all right,
To,
there's 5 guys, and then like some lightning strikes and some thunder strikes,
no,
and then they get to redo one thing in their life.
that,
Everyone gets.
that's
everyone
a
gets
movie.
one-
right, yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
Everyone
movie.
gets one redo.
Oh, so you're just
right?
ripping off other
that's a
ideas
movie.
and making,
That's
and
for
making
sure.
them even worse.
I thought a
That's
great
for
show.
sure.
I thought a great show, and this will be on NBC one day. It's just called Jeff Dye's Ex-Girlfriends. And
Yeah,
he
why
walks
would I like this show?
He walks into a house, and it's just like 15 of his exes all in the one
remember you
house.
pitching this.
Right? Would that not
Yeah,
be?
but it's not a great idea.
And then, yeah, it is. It's a great idea.
Well, I don't know what would happen.
And
All
then-
15 of them would be like, we still don't want
He's
to be
got to
with Jeff.
try to win one of their loves back.
Oh, I see.
To try to win the $1 million. And if they don't love him back, they get $1 million.
Well, then one of my exes would just make tons of money.
So ridiculous.
They would
dude.
go, even if I want Jeff, I'd rather have $15
Yeah, but
million.
would that not be just fire in that house watching all the girls talk shit
I
about
think
you?
there's
And
something,
there.
but maybe not with me and my exes, but like something along those lines where
Yeah.
you can play on
It could be one guy and his exes.
the temptation of them wanting true love or money. Is
No, I
a
think
good
we already
angle.
came up the where are they now? The Pimp My Ride,
Dude, it's such a
that,
good
That
idea.
idea I just came up with is
Cars,
way better.
Where are the cars now? Is such a funny. Fuck the owners. Just like Pimp My Ride.
My
we
Ride.
find all those old cars and say like, where are they now?
Do you think any of them are still
so
circulating?
Oh yeah,
You think they're still
A
cruising?
thousand.
Maybe, yeah.
Just the one with the bubblegum machine in the back?
I bet they have different owners.
I wonder if
Wait.
they're worth a lot more money or less
Low,
money.
way less.
why are they?
It's
why-
a one-off.
Guys, like, you have an aquarium in the trunk of
I
your
know,
car.
it's always something dumb.
Aquarium's like empty. It's all
Exhibit
shit,
literally,
moldy.
like MTV believed everyone wanted some weird
yeah,
car
Exhibit, dude.
that had nothing to do with automobiles.
Dude, this car comes with a puppy playpen. We've given you 3 dogs. You're like,
Well, that's the
what?
thing.
We
I thi-
replaced all the tires with babies, and you're like, "What the fuck? How do I drive it? Like, there's nothing good about it.
Babies.
It's insane."
This one is a glitter machine.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want glitter.
We
dude.
know you like bubble gum, so we filled the back seat up with bubble gum. You're like, that's not what I want.
But this show would be so sad because all the cars would just be like, like
Folks
broken
all
down
Just
in
in
the
dead,
lot.
yeah.
Just in
like,
somebody's yard.
Yeah.
Just
The tires got repossessed.
but we have Exhibit host it.
Dude,
like-
great. Where are
dude.
they now?
Exhibit's like, I remember when we did this car. Like,
Yeah.
Telling the story.
Or he's
about
making
it.
him feel bad for getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Why are you driving this now? I gave you a perfectly...
And then they redo the car and repimp it.
Oh, they
dude.
repimp the repimped ride.
Repimp My Ride is the
Repimp
name
My
of the show.
Ride.
That's a great show.
Dude, we
idea.
could pitch this. This could be MTV's one
Yeah,
show
Jeff
back.
and I will pitch it.
You know what
dude.
they'll do?
What do you mean Jeff and you
They'll
will
say
pitch
that
it?
is that we're already doing something like that, and then they would just take our idea.
Yeah.
That's how every general
Yeah.
meeting goes.
I have a
But
lot
tell
of
us
good
your
ideas, but I'm not sharing them on this podcast. 'cause,
Well, explain redo.
redo is
He's so happy.
you get to redo one thing in your life,
Yeah.
and you follow what your story would be, and you follow like 5 people's stories. What would be your one redo in your life?
If I could redo something.
So you're gonna try to say something funny
No, I'm
and
not.
smart ass.
I'm going to be honest, but the problem is the problem is humans are so good about going, if that wouldn't have happened, then I wouldn't have learned this. We've perfectly tricked our brains into learning that our lowest moments is what our greatest things came from. So that's why it'll be hard.
But that might be the curveball in the movie. You might redo something, and then that might lead to a worse
know.
path.
So
in
it's
the
a movie now?
So it's
Yeah.
the butterfly effect.
No.
What is something I would redo?
Like I would tell this girl that I loved her back in the day, and then we would end up getting married and have a couple kids. But then maybe that goes sideways, where it ends up working out worse off. You don't know. You don't know.
What was the girl's name,
Yeah, but-
Josh?
Her name doesn't matter what her name was.
Who was it?
Doesn't
Well, everyone
matter.
wants to be in my fucking
Yeah,
life.
Well,
like,
we're important.
What's the girl's name?
No, it doesn't
Wait,
matter.
but you
what
would
her name-
redo it? and
rhymes
then-
with
Yeah.
Feeny.
Feeny. Genie? Nice.
Genie Buzz?
Yeah, no.
Genie,
God,
are
I
you
don't
out
know what
there?
my. I mean, I have
See,
so
your
many
life
regrets.
is so good that you have nothing to redo, dude.
I'm trying to think, because it's not like so. Like my instinct would be like maybe if I did this, my sister would still be alive, but that's also not really how it
Yeah,
works.
but I mean, maybe in the movie that's the way it works.
Yeah.
But you can't like redo and then like, think it's gonna.
Right.
You just redo it and it's done.
It's hardly
it's
a regret.
would
My
you
sister
redo-
dying's not a regret. I didn't have any part of
Yeah.
it.
But maybe you said something to her and it changed the course of her life. It's like a redo, But it's not really your fault. Would you redo that outfit today, dude?
No,
Whoa! Shots fired.
no way, dude.
I'm
This
just
is-
kidding. I think you look dope.
Yeah.
That was a fun thing to say, dude. That's
It's a
it.
fun thing to say. It feels good. Thanks for
First
bringing
form,
attention to
energy
it.
drinks.
It looks good.
This is Crombie, bro.
What would be your redo, Justin?
Me? My body fat composition as a child.
Well, you were a chubby kid.
Chubby
but,
kid. I'd redo all the shit that I put in my mouth.
Yeah, but
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
I
were
would-
fat?
Yeah, it was chunky, yeah.
Well, I knew that, but like it wasn't jeans or anything. It was just like you were a chubby kid.
I think it was like a little
Can't
bit of
work
jeans.
out
and-
in first grade. You're not gonna get like a gym
No, I know.
membership.
But it was like, I think it would have helped me with my confidence, though. Like going through school, and then I would
Yeah.
have been a stud athlete, and I'd be like a freaking famous
Do you ever
athlete
think
right
about
now.
this? This is somewhat related. Like if you could have your mind now back as like
Oh,
a
1,000.
like a elementary school kid or a junior
That's
high
the
kid
better
or a high
idea.
school.
I would have cleaned house.
Because like Billy Madison, he went back through school as an adult. But what if I got to be a kid still? I still had the looks and the clothes and everything, but I had the intellect of adult Jeff. Would be fucking amazing.
You'd be hooking up with your
Would you want
teachers.
your
Yeah,
looks?
I'd be like literally
I was
like,
gonna
for
say,
sure.
you got to be very careful who you hook up with then at that point, no? 'Cause
Well-
if you're a child with an adult mind,
I know, but I would be making my teachers fall in love with me and fucking them and like ruining their lives.
that's
That's what
fine.
you would
That's
do?
then your classmates.
Right.
That,
Oh my
that's
God.
where it
That's
gets
illegal.
weird.
No, I mean I would.
For the teacher, not for Jeff.
Yeah, I know. He's in there imprisoning all these teachers because he's got adult
Yeah,
brain.
I got him going, dude. I'm
You're
literally.
like, I hated
But also
Mrs.
just how many-
Shipley, dude. I'm
Take
taking her
sex
down.
out of it. How many things you could like?
Oh, I know.
You'd be so much smarter in class,
Right.
or like you could like make a point, and they're like, "Wow, how the fuck did he come up with that? He's in fifth
I'd have
grade."
been a DJ, dude. I'd have been like, dude,
Oh,
you're a
dude,
DJ
that'd be
now.
sick.
And then
Sick.
that affects your confidence because
Yeah.
now you're like,
Yeah, for sure.
But also, don't you think maybe you being bigger as a child like helped you think about it later in life, and now you like work so you're not like.
yeah, but I thought we were going back to redo.
yeah, without
to
you
just,
being a
like,
chubby kid, you wouldn't have adult body dysmorphia. If you erase that trauma, you'll never have the.
So what do you want to redo? So now you're fat? Like, how does that work?
I wanted to be a girl, so I would have transitioned earlier. My parents didn't let me block my puberty.
Gee, there.
You wouldn't even know to do that back then.
No, you
I'd
wouldn't.
invent it
Oh.
for me and all my trans children. We're here. We're queer. We're coming for your children. What was one of the other ones? One he had this like a guy gets stuck in a box.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a movie?
He had an idea where it was just like a man
He
was
has to
trapped
ship
in a
himself.
box,
He doesn't have money, so he has to ship himself on a plane in a box.
and the whole movie takes place in the box.
I remember
in the
this
plane,
idea.
and then the plane, like he's got to like survive up there.
Interesting.
That one
We
wasn't
came with an
so good.
idea:
That's pretty
escape
interesting,
from
actually.
Bum Island.
Ooh.
In the future, all the homeless have been put on this like island, and that's like how modern times deals with the homeless. Is they make them a deal. Like, you'll never have to worry about food again. You'll never have to worry about any of the laws of the land. We're just going to give you drugs and food.
Yeah.
And if you take that deal, you have to stay on Bum Island. You can't come back. Like, there's no getting clean, like whatever. And also, you can do whatever the fuck you want out there. So, like, it's actually a pretty dark area. Like people are hurting each other and doing
No
crime.
Escape. You seen that movie, Ray Liotta?
No,
This guy.
it's the same movie.
No, it's about that. They put the prisoners on there, and it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
a freaking.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
this
that's
isn't
fine. I wouldn't give a
prisoners,
shit
dude.
about that.
Why are
but
we
these
doing
are
that
bums.
though?
And then a guy, maybe let's say Nick Cage or something. He
Yes.
gets stuck
Yes.
on Bum Island. He's got to escape from Bum Island.
Oh, that'd be.
I like it. Sounds like
great, right?
Great movie.
That's a
dude.
great
We should
idea.
make it. See, I don't crush your guys' thoughts, dude.
These are good ideas. These are really good ideas. It's hard to crush
Fight
these.
bar beats guy in box.
Guy
I have a better
Fuck.
bar idea than that, dude.
Oh yeah, what
What's
is
the
it?
bar idea?
Wild Wild West gunfight bar.
Ooh, I like this.
Where you have like
Gunfight
laser
bar.
tag or whatever, and you
Ooh.
do
Oh,
OK Corral
instantly
duels.
No
That'd
one's
be
gonna
great.
Do it. What?
Right?
Do
You do
people
the
watch the
walk-offs.
duels?
Yeah.
Laser
Everybody,
tag?
you duel somebody, or however you can do it. Paint
Yeah,
gun,
I like that.
laser tag.
I think it's real guns, and you have one bullet in there.
Okay.
You spin the
I
chamber.
like real death
Real
too,
guns.
dude.
Yeah.
Real murder's fine. So
Rubber
you do
guns.
a waiver.
Yeah.
Well,
Rubber
no, a
gun's
rubber
gonna be
gun
fun.
would be great because
Yeah.
you'd see the bruise, you'd see who lost.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
down.
if the rubber one would work though, because, like, what if a customer gets shot because I'm fucking off but I think the lasers might work.
Yeah, and you challenge somebody to an OK Corral, everybody watches it, and then you do the old school walk off.
I don't think OK Corral means what he thinks it is.
Isn't that the old like where you shoot them?
You're thinking of Golden Corral, dude. Golden Corral.
No, that's the food one. I
You know that
bitch.
one, dude.
I
I
think
know
the
that
OK
one.
Corral just means like Oklahoma, like it's like a setting. I think.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You guys know what I meant.
I know he meant like a duel.
Yeah, duel.
I think
A
I think this
standoff.
idea's got legs.
I'm
That's
the
a good
fastest
idea.
one in the world at this duel. Like that's why I own the bar because
The
I
laser
can
tag
fucking
just
beat
comes
everybody.
across as like kitty.
Well, I don't want laser tag. Paint guns or like
Paint guns.
whatever you know.
Water
I guess
balloons.
maybe if you put it in like some thing, because you just don't want someone getting hit in the fucking face because a guy
Yeah,
was bad at his duel.
that's
It's gonna happen.
It's
yeah.
just part of it, I think.
So that's a great idea. Thanks.
It's really good. Idea.
You're welcome.
Yeah. That's in
Paintball
the
would be
back of
sick,
Fight Bar.
dude.
Also, the best idea was
Do they have pistols for paintball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
See?
That's a great idea.
we should
They
you
have
and I.
grenades, they have like a bunch of shit.
You know what we should do
and
sometime?
then maybe have like a computer system because they're both gonna get shot. That's how a duel would work. You're both gonna get
You
capped.
know what we should do?
But like, you got a computer that shows who got shot first.
We should get a group of like 10 of us and
Okay.
do pistol handguns
I love
Pistol
it.
and
handguns.
do OK Corral walk-offs fucking
I'm into
with
it.
our
Pistol
buddies
handguns.
and do a
I love
tournament.
it. How much is a paintball pistol?
Paintball pistols
Oh,
are
probably-
a couple hundred.
I'll get one tonight.
Nice.
I love stuff
I'll
like
get
this.
one
Just start
too.
carrying
I'll-
around.
Yeah, just start carrying it around.
Carrying around.
Just keep it in my Cybertruck.
I don't think you're allowed. Are you allowed to just take them out in public?
Absolutely.
not.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to have a
Those are
dart
pretty-
gun that
oh, look
looked
at
like
that
that.
one.
One
there.
looks,
Look at the
it's all black
T4E.
on black. This looks like I'd have a gun.
Yeah, dude, how do the cops not think that's a real gun?
I think you could get arrested for that.
You
Probably
can for
shot
sure.
first.
There's a bunch of like airsoft guns that look like this now too, like where they're all metal and shit.
But
like,
they have to have the orange tip on them or something, right?
No.
not anymore.
No, not anymore.
I think that's an old thing.
when I
yeah.
was a kid, I had a dart gun that looked like that. Just shot little darts.
Darts would be fun to shoot.
Yeah, but you're not going to shoot those at people.
That's pretty sick, dude. And you could just put
I had a pellet
paintballs
gun.
in it.
Yeah, I had a pellet gun. Like it was like a small game
Right.
hunting gun. It was like a CO2 one, like where it had these tiny little
Yeah.
metal things in it, and it looked like this revolver right here, but it was heavy and it looked real. Like if you
Interesting.
if I
Yeah,
walked
it's like
around
got
it,
like
you would think it's a
some
real
weight
gun.
to it. It probably
Yeah,
is a real
It had
gun.
weight. Yeah, it had so much weight to it. It was metal and everything.
I just think if you're gonna do it, you have to induce some pain. Like lasers is kind of like.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
so-
yeah, I just wanted to
just
figure out
I
a
was
way
just-
that you
the
know
only
people.
reason I thought lasers would be good is because, someone's gonna hey, just shoot me and then we'll sue this place. You know, like the people do that kind of stuff.
No, the waiver at the front.
Waivers, dude.
Waiver, dude. Waiver saves everything.
This is cool though. I like this paintball idea. There used to look up DYE paintball. See if it's still a company. I could probably get them to give it to me for free. There's a paintball company that has my last name.
That's hilarious.
We used to wear it around, but I'm not like a paintball guy.
International here.
What?
The new Malaysia. What's that?
What the hell? Yeah, they still sell it. DYE.
Nice, dude. You should reach out.
Yeah, I used
to
to wear
them.
like dye shirts. They sent me like a free before I was even doing anything. I was just like, my last name's Dye, and they're like, what's your address?
Tell them you're starting a bar and you need some
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, I think it's fucking great.
See, my idea is better than yours, but that's all right. You're fine, dude. You're cool.
Dye paintball.
I got a question. I saw a question the other day. I'm curious about. Would you guys? Would you? If you could find out the day you died, but you can't tell anybody, would you want to know?
The day you are to die.
The day you're gonna die, but you can't tell anybody what the day is. Would you want to know what the day is?
Who cares if I can tell anybody about it?
Right.
Well, because I mean, you'd want to tell everybody.
Really?
If you're dying in like 2 years, but you can't fucking tell anybody.
Okay. I think I would want to know.
You want to know the exact day you
Yeah,
die.
I mean, if we could figure that out, I think it'd be great.
Well, I can figure it out.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, because you're going to shoot him?
No. No.
You're going to pick a date for
why
him
would
and then
you not
shoot him
wanna
in the
know?
street?
Saying,
Why wouldn't
You're
you?
being real
wanna know?
weird, dude.
dude, I'm just saying.
I would be.
Could be a couple months
Yo,
away.
okay.
The only reason
Yeah.
I'm wasting time now is
Yeah.
because I don't think about it all the time.
So what if you found
but if
out?
I knew it was in 2 years or something, I'd really be embracing those 2 years.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, I wonder why Jeff is acting so strange.
Everyone
And
would
he
be
can't.
embracing their lives so much more if we knew when we were dying.
What if
Even
you
if
fa-
they gave you 89 years old, you'd still be like, fuck.
Yeah, and then you're
It's-
coming up on it,
Yeah,
you're
it's
freaking
coming
out.
up on it. Because right now I just live in kid brain where it's like, maybe it's never going to happen. Maybe some modern medicine will happen. I'll live forever.
Would you want to know how?
That part might be a little grim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to know how.
Oh, could you imagine? They're just like, bus
Yeah.
3 years from now.
That'd be fun.
Maybe it is good to know because you'd probably just like tighten
go,
up your
yeah, I know
shit.
it's coming.
You'd probably just start.
You're just like trying to avoid all the buses, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Sorry, bro." There's
Or-
no
Yeah, I
way.
wouldn't even try to because I'd be like, it's fine.
or
That's
the
how I
day
go.
comes.
So you wanna
and you're
know?
trying to evade it.
Yeah, you just hide in your house.
There's no way I can die right now.
Final destination.
Bus-
Bus just drives through
Bus
the
drives
upstairs
through
of your
it.
house.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Where'd the bus come from?
What the fuck? It's like you can't escape.
You
this.
can't escape it.
dude.
Bus went through your whole building. You
Yeah.
fall
Yeah.
off.
How did it kill Jeff in the upstairs of his house? Hey man, don't question
Don't
it.
question it. So you would want to know.
I don't know. Oh man.
How do you want to die?
How do I want to die?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a good one.
I
Right?
don't know if I want to know. I don't know if I want to know. It's not like
So you don't want to know.
I don't know. I don't care to know.
How about you, Christian?
Yeah, I'd want to know because, like you guys were just saying, you'd be able to live life to the fullest, and I'd honestly drop hints to like people around me.
No
You know?
hints,
Oh,
dude.
he's
No
not
saying
hints,
that.
He's
bro.
on a loophole
I
in
like
it.
that.
No
You can't
hints.
say that.
He'd say,
dropping
you know,
hints.
you might not get another chance to suck my dick.
For
not-
every every
This
hit,
might be your last
nope.
chance.
Every hit, you lose a year.
Wow.
No.
That's how it works.
No, I
So
like that.
stupid.
My
I like
game,
it.
dude. Every hit, you lose a year, dude.
my game,
My
dude.
game,
I
bro.
dictate everybody's life.
Everybody's
Yeah.
life, dude.
I'll be dead in like 6 days. Then,
Yeah,
I'm
it just
going
keeps
around
giving
dropping
hints. I'm also not good at keeping a secret at all. So I'd be like, you didn't say I couldn't write it on Instagram, and you're like, you know, that's the same shit.
Things are looking grim in about 7 years.
Who
What if
knows?
you were a
I could
serial
die
killer?
November 7th.
What if you were a serial killer and every time you ask someone this question, you like get to you're like dictating their
I'm
life.
just putting dates in my
You're just
mind.
putting dates in a journal.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What day would you want to die?
This is ridiculous.
Well, yeah. How would you want to die?
Yeah.
Or would you want to know how?
Would you
oh,
wanna-
yeah. How
do
would
you
you want to
wanna
know?
die?
That's pretty dark.
Do you even want to die?
Well, I don't want to die,
Yeah,
but when I do
Jesus.
die, I
You're
think
gonna
everybody's
die.
gonna say the same thing that you want to die in your sleep or something. But
I want to die.
I don't
I
mind
want to
dying
die a
in some
slow,
crazy
cancerous
way.
death.
I want to die in a car. I want to die wrapping my car around a tree.
Oh,
A nice car,
God,
at least.
dude.
Maybe
Nice
if
car.
I die in a real interesting way, then people will talk about me longer. You know,
See?
right? If someone shoots me while I'm on stage,
Oh my God.
comedians will be like, a comic died up here one time.
You would
like that.
Don't give Josh any idea.
You would scare.
He's already got the idea.
Every comic for the rest of the world. The
No,
rest
I
of the
think
time, people would be
remember-
like, fuck, maybe
'Cause
we
there
shouldn't
was
say shit.
a rock and roll guy, Dimebag Daryl, who got stabbed on stage. I think Selena, not
No,
Selena
that was in a
Gomez.
hotel.
Selena,
Yeah.
is that her name?
Yeah, Selena.
Selena, just Selena. Yeah, she was killed by a fan.
Mm-hmm.
So people talk about it. It's the only reason I've heard of her. So maybe if I died in like
Die by fan.
some crazy way, but
Yeah, but then
it's
every-
likely at this point.
But then every comic would be like, fuck, man, we better watch what we say.
they won't care.
You
But
could-
that's what he wants. He
you
wants
could,
to.
you could die on stage.
The reason we don't do it this way is because Jeff died.
well,
that
they'll say,
way.
dude, it's so brave. He died on stage.
I feel like that. I'd also feel like people.
No, it's not what I think.
He's so brave.
To go on stage after me would be like, and we're not afraid. To
We're
get
not
up here
afraid,
and-
dude.
and perform.
Jeff died.
There's like not a cool way to die anymore.
I know.
People die.
By the
but
way, I
no-
want to address. You said you want to wrap your car around something
Or-
cool,
or-
but then you
or-
also said,
Yeah, let's unpack that, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking crazy. But then you also said a nice car. So don't worry, dude. You got plenty of time, bro. You got a long life ahead of you.
You wanna
bro.
be like,
Don't you drive like a Honda CRV or
You
something?
got a long life ahead of you. My goal is not to
Yeah,
wrap my
Christian
car
wants
around
to
my
be Paul Walker.
Yeah.
It's a cool, I love cars. I like going fast. It's a
Yeah.
cool way to go.
It is.
I want
Do
to
you die instantly, or you like head
I'd
out
have
the
the
window
seatbelt
and you have like 2 minutes? And
You
you're
said
like,
the worst one. You said I want to die of long,
like a slow
torturous
cancer,
cancer.
Yeah, that's not the answer. What's the what? Thelma
Mine would be
and Louise,
fucking
high
wasn't it?
cholesterol.
Selma and Louise. What the fuck's those girls?
Thelma, dude.
Wait, Josh, you said you'd want to die fucking.
I want to die.
You're
having
gonna have to wait a
sex, dude.
very long time for that.
Back at you, dude.
So, dude, in 40 years,
That
I'm gonna
sounds
die.
So basically, Josh is never
you
dying.
never die.
Could you imagine dying naked and like
That's
sweaty
terrifying.
and like
That's terrifying.
some woman's like,
Well, it's like
it's not
But
good.
it
it would
like-
suck for her.
the whole crime
it's
scene
terrible
is?
for her.
It would ruin her life.
Yeah, the worst
Dude,
thing
dying
in the
naked would
world.
be
I
the
feel like
worst.
anyone having sex with you would be the worst thing. in your life. I'm gonna be completely
They will
honest.
probably die.
Also, could you imagine if you only knew, you didn't know what day, you only knew how you died? How, like, freaking stressful that would be?
That'd be a stressful day.
They're just like, oh,
Yeah.
you die in a car
Can you tell me if it's
accident.
like
And you're
ballpark nighttime?
yeah,
Is it like afternoon?
Or they're like, you die having sex, and then you're just like, the next 30 years, you're
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like,
you
I
would
don't-
die of stress just thinking about it.
Dude, that would be so stressful.
Yeah.
Good times.
I've heard drowning's fine.
Fine?
who?
I
Fun
know
or
it sounds
fine?
crazy to say, but like someone, one of these urban things that I actually hate when people repeat these, so it's weird that I'm repeating one. You know, like when people are like, you swallow 10 spiders a year or whatever. It's one of those things where like someone put on the internet that getting like drowning is actually like a peaceful way to
I have heard
die.
Would you rather be set on fire and die from being set on fire or freezing to death?
Freezing.
Freezing.
To
Oh,
death. Freezing to death.
God,
I think-
freezing
not
to
me.
death.
I
dude.
think fire sounds like the worst way ever.
I think fire would be better than freezing.
Be quicker. I feel
What?
like.
Yeah, and
I
also
would
like
rather freezing. for
I'm
sure.
more comfortable with heat than cold.
All the movies of the witches like burning to death and screaming and their flesh is falling. Yeah. Freezing. I don't know.
Not Gandhi, dude.
Gandhi? What?
Didn't he set himself on fire?
I don't think so. You want me to look it up?
Gandhi?
Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know who I'm thinking of.
Gandhi set.
Also, like when people die of fire, everybody has like
No.
these things.
No, he
was
did not set
It
himself.
just says no.
No.
AI just says
No, he did not set himself on fire.
Isn't it funny though? Like all these things, like when
Yeah, I
people
wonder
die
why I
of fire,
thought
they're
that.
like, "Oh, they die of the smoke first. Don't worry."
Oh.
Or like when people die like from falling out of a high building,
always
they're like,
hear
"Oh,
that.
they die
I
of
know.
just the panic first. You're
That's
like,
such a
"Ah,
weird
wait,
thing.
I don't know
Dude.
if they do."
Jumping out of a building would be nuts.
That'd be my favorite.
80 stories up.
It'd be so fun
How long does it take?
that
I
I'd
wonder.
have the will to live again. And then I'd be like, no, I want to live now. I'm so excited. And then
This is gonna sound dark, but have you guys seen videos of
No.
people jumping from the World Trade Center?
No. Just get
Oh,
out
yeah,
of
yeah,
here.
I've seen those.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Like I'm assuming they're still like alive. Till
I
they
wonder
hit
what
the ground,
they
'cause
thought.
I've seen them fucking
Yeah.
squirming through the air. And
I wonder
right
what they
before-
thought. Like, I might land this.
I honestly think they were
There's, like,
thinking
someone
either
down there
burn
trying
to
to catch
death, burn to death, or die from smoke inhalation, or
That'll
just go
show
out on
you,
your
yeah.
own terms.
Oh, yeah.
That'll show you how getting burned would probably be the worst. Could
Yeah,
you
people
choose
rather
one or
just
the
jump.
other? Ugh.
Well, yeah. What would you rather choose, burn or jump?
I'd rather choose
Oh,
not
like jump
to do this,
before
but I think
burn.
we'd all jump.
But burn before freeze.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Burn before burning, no way. I'm out on that. I'll do
Freezing would
anything
be
else but
slower
burn.
for sure. Freezing would be slower for sure, but I feel like it'd be a lot less painful, and you could go more peaceful, because you'd probably fall asleep, and then you'd probably just die in your sleep.
Yeah, and then people can
don't
like
know. I think
thaw
you guys
you
are
out.
underestimating
People can
freezing.
thaw you out later and like
It
put your
hurts.
body in a
Yeah, but
casket.
You've done
does.
cold plunges. You're fine.
It hurts.
It does hurt.
Yeah, so like it's not
and
like it's
fire
going
No,
to
it
doesn't?
be
doesn't.
a pleasure. No,
Fire?
that's what I'm saying. I'm choosing between two terrible things.
Yeah,
I think fire is terrible, but it's the out of the two.
shark attack.
Ugh. Let's talk about something else.
Shark attack's pretty good.
That would be the worst
Or
way.
being an undercover like DA agent fighting gangs in
That'd be
Mexico,
cool.
dude. You're just taking 30 bullets in the chest while going out on top, dude.
God, dude.
Just fighting these guys
Why are you doing that?
I don't
because
know what we're
it's for
talking
humanity. I don't know.
Couple things before we get into the game. I want to say, first of all, I bought a life-size Danny DeVito cutout for last week, and
This is what came.
this is what showed up.
Interesting.
That it's not
Didn't realize he was that
life-size
short.
at all. But someone's going to hold that around and carry it around. Also, I did it. Christian, you're a bitch. Look what I did. Look at my facial hair.
Monkey tail.
Monkey tail, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Didn't
You know,
even
when
notice
it's got
I did
the
it before
gray
you,
in
dude.
it, it's
Damn, Life's really not
just
going
see-
great.
I got
Huh?
balls. You do not. What's up?
It looks good.
Kind of
It
looks
does look
good.
pretty
even
good. Yeah,
notice.
Kind of like it.
I know. That's the weird thing is you don't notice it.
I know. It looks that good.
Well, it's still got kind of the 5 o'clock shadow on all the parts that could have been clean shit.
Oh, so
Oh,
it
so
doesn't
is it- it
count.
doesn't
I didn't say it
count.
doesn't count, but I said like when you fresh did it.
So you owe me $100.
No, you gotta.
I thought it was $2,000.
Well, it was $2,000 for a week, but $100 for a day.
A day. I was gonna give you $100.
You said $100. So we go back to the tape.
Are you not going to do it for a week?
I don't know. It depends on if the money's really.
Well,
not-
like I feel like it should have to be clean shaved.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it
yeah.
doesn't
You have
count.
to. You have to keep it up.
This is like if we didn't even notice.
Well, I did it though.
count.
I did it. We're gonna start doing some things on this shit. That's the point.
Yeah,
That's the point,
we
dude.
better start doing some
Because
things.
we were in Arizona. We had a blast in Arizona.
Arizona's
and a couple
amazing.
of our buddies said, "You guys need to start doing some shit." And so we are. We're gonna start doing it.
Jeff-
Do y'all have all the stuff listed out?
Oh yeah,
That
I
y'all
got
done?
it all. Dude.
Okay.
I got it all. We're gonna do it.
Jeff Wirtz, if you're listening, we've heard your bitches.
Yeah, he goes. He goes. I think you're just trying to ruin my day by not doing any of the stuff.
Wow, dude.
Dude, like this whole thing is just to try to
Super
get him.
fan.
He goes,
Yeah.
I hate your podcast. He goes, take it easy.
He
Take
did.
it easy.
He goes, I hate your podcast. We're like, what?
Yeah.
He goes, I don't. What did he say? He
Yeah.
wants retribution
Man,
or
it's a very honest man.
very honest.
Get him
man.
on here. Challenge him.
But yep. So we're gonna do that. Also, what was the other thing? Oh, this was a funny story that happened. I was staying at my buddy Tyler's house. Thank you, Tyler. And he let me sleep in a guest room. It's got like a playroom, TV, like golf simulator. He gives me a mattress. He puts it on the ground, like I'm right in front of the golf simulator. I get woken up by him hitting golf balls over my head one morning.
that's
just
insane.
driving balls.
That's
That
the problem
is
with Josh being the everyday
insane.
man.
Ching!
Is that they're like, he'll be fine. Just throw a mattress on the. Or just throw an air mattress. Like they treat you like you're.
It was a nice mattress though somehow, but it was like really thin. It was like some expensive nice mattress. It was, and so that wasn't bad. It was just getting woken up with the fucking.
Arizona from the second I landed to the second I left was a dream. It was. It's so.
I love it.
I love it so much. Everybody was cool that we met.
Yeah.
Everybody was beautiful and cool that we already knew, right? So those are all of our friends. I got to hang out with Emily and Jeff and their baby.
Yeah, your
Dev.
friends are really cool out there.
We're at the pool. Like it's not even necessarily like the best time of year weather-wise, but in Arizona it's great. We went to the Arizona Diamondbacks, and Luis Gonzalez is just
yeah, we
like
didn't even talk
walking
about
us
that.
around. He's taking us into the clubhouse. He's showing us all the stuff. He's like, "You guys want hats?" And we're like kids. We're like, "Sure." And then he's like, "Yeah, well, what size are you?" And we're all like, "I'm a 7.5." And he just brings one of every of the Arizona Diamondbacks hats in our size. Like it was so.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. He took us, and he takes us to, and the batting cages are right there, and it's just Corbin Carroll and Josh Naylor
Damn.
taking batting practice
Just-
before the game.
Yeah.
And then Naylor lights his bat on fire for
That was a
some
pretty
reason.
cool
It was like a
thing,
magic trick. And then they're just hitting. And Luis Gonzalez is so nice.
Takes
He's
us
so
into
cool
Torey
to us.
Lavello's like office, like the skipper's office. in a meeting, and now he's just like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?"
30
Like,
minutes
talking-
before game time.
Yeah, just talking to us about. It's like, "Oh yeah," and then this happened, and I felt the pressure to like be funny too,
And it was-
because it's all of us standing around in a group, and then like I'd say a thing, and then be like, "Brr," and then like try to get a laugh on.
Also, it's funny because we're all excited about baseball. We want to ask him questions. All he wants to do is ask questions about comedy.
Yeah.
He's like, so, like, how do you guys get your material?
Right.
And he's just asking all these questions. And we're like,
Yeah.
just tell us about baseball. Like, so it was like a... It was,
And shout out to Gonzo, like the nicest
was so cool.
dude in the world.
So cool.
I love Luis Gonzalez. Always have been a huge fan of Luis Gonzalez. Bowers fucked it up a little bit. You know this?
I don't know this.
While we're in the batting cages.
You guys actually got to do the batting cages?
No, we're just
Oh,
hanging
okay.
out.
I was like,
we were just
that'd
kind
be
of
sick.
standing there.
That'd be
No,
sick.
I think they would have let us if we would. Like they were already using it.
Yeah.
Like so,
They were, like, warming
the
up,
players-
like, 30
the
minutes before
players
game time.
Need it,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
small
yeah.
little room. They're going over analytics. They had like a curveball machine that was like measuring the
Dude,
break.
those
and
things are
everything.
It was
nuts.
so sick. It
was
was
cool.
curving
Those
it
things are
in
nuts.
right where they want it.
So we're sitting there, and Bowers, one of my favorite things about Bowers is he's such a good thinker. He has like all these good thoughts, and he'll have an anecdote for almost everything in the world. There's no subject that he doesn't have like this really like smart take on, but then he's reasonable. If you make a good argument, he'll like adjust his take. Very fun guy that way. But he launches into his baseball anecdote while we're talking to like Luis Gonzalez, and he's like, "That's what I didn't like about Griffey is Griffey didn't do steroids, so he got hurt." And I'm just looking at him like, shut the fuck up about the steroid talk. We're with
His
Luis
favorite era,
Gonzalez. Well, we're with Luis Gonzalez.
Yeah,
They played
yeah,
with
yeah.
Ken Caminiti
Yeah,
and Jeff Bagwell. Played in the most steroid era
know.
of all time. Gonzo was jacked. I mean,
Still jacked.
and I'm going, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up about.
Maybe
and
don't bring
then
that up.
Bowers was like, well, oh man, did I say something? I'm like, yeah, you said something. You know, and so like, it was just like the one like little awkward moment, but it was a dream.
Yeah, it was
Arizona
cool.
was awesome. And then also I found out about a new hotel that's in what's
where
it
the
called?
nice people
The
get
Global?
to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it called the Global?
Yeah, I think so.
Unreal. I'm gonna like make an excuse to go to Arizona very often just to stay at this
What's the
hotel.
deal? What's the deal with the global?
It's
I mean,
just very
young,
nice.
talent, hot, trendy. Just
Everyone like all the food looked amazing. The coffee shop was amazing. It's like a little island of paradise. Like literally
where all the
right there.
Scottsdale ladies go.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's right next to the Phoenix Suns like facility. So like it was built by one of the guys who works at the thing. It was just amazing. Arizona was a treat.
Yeah, it was great. It's one of my favorites going there. And then Luis Gonzalez tells us a story about Ken Caminiti. He played on his team, and he was like, this guy was heckling Ken Caminiti during a spring training game, just like talking to him. And then Ken Caminiti got out of the game, went up, and sat
Put
in the
on
crowd.
regular clothes.
Regular
Oh,
clothes.
no.
Sat in the crowd behind the guy.
Just got in his ear.
Just got in his ear, dude.
No.
These are the kind of stories that are real mythic, though.
Yeah, you're like,
you know, like those kind of things is like I don't know if that's.
We need more of it.
necessarily-
Baseball needs it.
I know.
We need
It
more
was
of that
great.
stuff.
It was a fun trip.
I love hanging
Yeah.
out with guys like Gonzo too, because all their stories are like, these guys now. We used to be drinking beers back. Like it's always the kind of the 90s.
I love it.
Yeah.
It was so fun. And we're like, oh, they got iPads. They're studying everything. And they're like, oh, we just watch
We
porn
wouldn't
on
have
our
done all
pods.
this shit. Yeah, like they're always like scoffing kind of at this new generation.
I wish batting cages were more of a thing. They don't.
They should be.
They're like not. It's like hard
My
to
next
go to.
home will have batting,
Yeah.
like a batting
I
facility.
miss it.
I'm
They're-
surprised you don't have one in your garage. It's kind of embarrassing.
Well, my place isn't big enough here
Yeah.
in Austin, though.
You
You'll
could do a
see.
sim though.
Well, if
could do
you
a
got
sim.
rid of the guest room and the garage, you could do one down there.
I've seen guys put like batting cages like in their rental properties. Have you seen that?
No.
If you watch that new doc on Netflix where they follow the Red Sox first season, the guy who I forget his name, he's now playing for the Orioles, I think. Taylor? What is the guy? He's like a jacked white guy. He came from Boston.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't keep up with the Orioles.
I think it's Taylor. But anyways, doesn't matter. They show him putting in like nets and these like pitching machines, and it's in like a rental property of
Interesting.
Boston. And I was like, dude, that's not a great idea. His like newborn baby's like walking around behind the nets, and there's like drywall, and I'm like,
could
those
put-
nets must be real good.
Yeah.
You could put one down next to your garage though. Like in that
Easily,
little,
yeah. But I don't want to fuck with it. I'd
No,
like
no,
to just
no.
my next house. I'll have a permanent batting cage,
Yeah, on the roof.
maybe.
Let's get into this. You ready?
Sure.
Well, you remember how to do it. So last time you were on, you said you would do some stuff.
no.
You said you get hit by a fastball for $100.
Easy.
I don't think I'm going to do the free one anymore. I saw Cronenworth break his ribs, and so I think I'm out on that one. But I think you guys should do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Okay, so
Not
that's
a
gonna happen.
bitch like Josh.
Yeah.
You also said that
Where's Cronenworth from?
he's from Michigan, but he plays for the Padres.
You got it.
Pods.
I just had one of his baseball cards in my pocket all weekend, and I've like read all this bullshit. And I wonder if Josh knows where Cronenworth's from.
You said you'd shave your eyebrows for $1,000.
I would.
Are you still gonna do that?
That's crazy, dude. Yeah.
You will.
So crazy.
Will you
I
do
mean,
it?
oh man. After looking
Bro,
at your face right now, and
I'm
like,
looking at you with no eyebrows, and it would be wild.
suck. And they don't grow back, right?
Yeah, they do.
They grow back, but we don't. There's a great debate on how long.
Josh,
I've heard some bullshit that's like, a few weeks, and I've heard some bullshit that's like 5 years, and then
yeah,
some
but
people go, never.
What happened to your story, or like your eyebrows?
I don't know.
You should shave yours just to see if they grow back stronger.
No, what if they don't grow
Yeah.
back?
I know, but like it's gonna look like now.
No, at least I have a little
No,
there.
you don't have anything.
I have a little bit there.
You have Hitler mustaches for eyebrows. Just like little short patches of.
Also, that was another thing
That
you
was
said.
another
Charlie
thing,
Chaplin, you said you would rock a
The
Charlie Chaplin
with a-
mustache for
with a MAGA hat?
$1,000 and a MAGA hat.
And a MAGA hat.
But that was $10,000
That was $10,000.
for a MAGA hat and a Charlie Chaplin.
That, let's
I would do that.
Let's rethink the MAGA hat.
Because that's
You
kind of easy
live
now.
in Nashville.
I know.
It'd be super easy.
Well, I lived in Nashville when we first did it. Too,
I know,
so-
but it's way more acceptable to
Right.
wear the MAGA hat now. I see it around. I've worn it around.
yeah,
The Charlie Chaplin mustache and the MAGA, that might throw a little wrinkle into it.
for a week.
For a week.
Yeah, I think I could rock that.
How much would you do it for? Be honest.
The
'Cause
$10,000. The $10,000.
The $10,000.
Yeah,
$5,000?
$5,000 for 3 days.
3 days.
I think that's less, though.
It's way less.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think that the money would be less. If he's half of 10,
Yeah.
it's 5.
Okay, so 3.5
It'd have
days.
to be 3, yeah.
3.5
We
days.
want 4 full days.
Yeah, 4 full days. All right, $5,000.
All right.
Who
That's a
wants
good
to
one.
Send us some
Yeah,
money
send
for
us
that?
some money. Let's get that one
Watch
done.
Justin ruin his life.
I got some new ones for
3
you.
weeks to grow a mustache, so gotta.
How much for you to wear a banana hammock at a pickleball tournament?
Do you do pickleball tournaments?
Bro, he's
Yeah.
like super into pickleball.
Yeah.
Like,
So you do actual tournaments,
Yeah.
and you just have to turn up whatever your normal routine is. You just turn up in a fucking
yeah.
banana hammock.
banana hammock.
Or you could do a Speedo.
A Speedo.
Not the same shit.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think one is, I don't know.
One just pulls on your balls harder. I
I
guess.
don't know the
Yeah,
difference.
I don't even like that it's like some cute term. It's a hammock for your banana. It's like this just calls cock.
Well, you get like
underwear.
bananas the dick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, that's why I'm annoyed that we're calling it some.
How much to
cute
show up to
name.
a tournament in a Speedo?
In a Speedo? Couple grand, I guess.
Couple grand?
Yeah.
And people
it's
be like,
just
"What
so
are you doing?" He's like,
ridiculous.
"What's wrong?"
Bro,
Yeah.
everybody's got a price Speedo will get made.
That'd be great.
Everybody's got a price Speedo.
An EGAP hammock.
All right, couple grand for a Speedo?
Yeah.
I like that one. How much to change, legally change your name to Lil Justin? L-I-L.
I'd almost want to do that for free, but
Lil Justin.
Lil Justin.
Lil Romeo. Lil Bow Wow.
Lil
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 John.
Wayne.
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
Kim.
that's
Lil
pretty
Justin.
sick, though, dude.
And drop the T. Lil Justin.
Lil Justin.
Lil Justin.
That's good.
I like that. For how long? Just for life?
We'll do a year.
a year.
Yeah.
What was the one you were going to do for a year?
Jeff
Farts.
Farts.
Jeff
never mind.
Farts.
I think it was for $5,000 though.
I would do it. Yeah, that one's an easy one for me.
Yeah. How does it work, though? Like, you just sign everything
You got to go
now,
get the paperwork done.
the paperwork.
Women do it so often because they get married that it's a pretty simple process.
You could actually do it right now while you go get your real ID. Like you could just do all the paperwork and
Justin.
do all
Are you
that.
Jeff Farts? Yes.
Lil Justin.
I'm in airports all the time.
Lil Justin.
They go, look, his name's Farts. I go, yeah, I changed it.
I mean, it just wouldn't really affect my life. So I don't know.
Okay.
So a couple $100.
Couple $100.
I don't know if they'd let you do Lil.
Lil-
like-
yeah, of course they would.
Well, no,
There's
but
all
I
these
mean,
crazy ass names.
You're keeping Justin.
Yeah.
So Lil Justin.
Lil Justin.
Lil Justin.
Oh, like no spaces? Just.
Well, no.
Lil apostrophe Justin?
Yeah,
Justin?
apostrophe.
Apostrophe Justin?
Yeah, I'm sure we can figure out how to get it done.
I'd like to
$500?
ask Snoop Dogg. Do you think Snoop
$300?
Dogg's on his driver's license?
$300?
Can't be, right?
No.
I'm just trying to think of all the conversations I have to deal with to where it would get annoying
Your
at some
mail,
point.
all the
so I'm
things
like,
you'd have
well,
to
okay,
switch.
then I'll have the conversation knowing I got this amount of money.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like 50 grand.
Oh, Jesus.
That's preposterous.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're having to deal with it. Like, and do you have to announce your name? Like, hey, what's your name? Lil
Yeah,
Justin.
I'm Lil Justin.
I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know.
And then you get the reaction, and then you're
Yeah.
having to deal with the thing.
You have to change your
It's $300. I'm like,
Lil Justin.
that changed my
They're like,
hinge.
I was into him, but his name's Lil Justin.
Okay. Okay, how about that? Instead of changing it for a year,
Yeah.
to just have to change it on your social
all your
media,
social stuff.
all your everything, and then introduce yourself as Little Justin. Let's just go for a month.
A month.
A whole month. Little Justin. I'm Little Justin.
Lil Justin.
Little Justin, dude.
Hi, it's me, Lil Justin.
How would you even know I'm doing it?
We fuck honor system, bro. You gonna lie to
Honor
us?
system. Okay.
$500?
$500.
I don't trust this honor system.
Exactly.
You know?
He's gonna meet some super hot chick at like
Lil
some
Justin.
swanky bar, and he's gonna like he's gonna go. They won't know I'm not doing it for this one.
No, because we'll have plans, and we will plan to
you're
this
not gonna
girl.
have plans.
to
It's
go
going to cost
talk
you a lot more money. You're going to pay them more money than you are me to do this whole thing.
I know, but we want honor. That's the problem. So $500, you'll change your name.
Sure.
How much to wear Crocs for a week?
I like this one.
What?
How much
Everywhere you go,
everywhere you
Everywhere
go,
you
you got to
go.
wear Crocs for a week.
I'll do that for $500.
Okay. Everywhere you go, you wear
Yeah,
Crocs.
everywhere. Cause I'm traveling all the time. I'm all
Stage.
cowboy boots now.
Well, so how does this-
Yeah, I'll do it for a week, right?
Yeah, for a
Yeah,
week
$500
on
bucks.
stage, Crocs.
But then I come in lower and I win and I have to do it?
Yeah.
Is that how it
No,
works?
you
Yep.
can do it for whatever you want.
So we're both going to do it for $500?
If you
you
come
go
in
for
lower,
$500?
then
Yeah.
we'll give it to you.
Yeah, I'll do $450, dude. That's easy.
I'll do it for fucking free.
Like, what kind of Crocs? Is it like the Crocs?
Crocs.
What
I
kind of
I
Crocs
fucking
are they?
hate that kind of shit.
Sorry,
though.
you bitches
I don't
lost
dress
the
like
free.
these young pups.
Was it like a Croc that's like a pig or something stupid? Or is it like a
Even
normal
cooler.
Croc?
No, it's gonna be a
He's like- he just- he
ridiculous
wants it to-
Crocs.
What,
it's
like
like two
orange ones or
dinosaurs.
something?
Yeah, orange
I used to wear
ones,
green ones,
or
all the
like
time.
blue ones with elephant ears.
I
Like,
wore
it's
them
gonna be
way
ridiculous.
before they were cool, and everyone made fun
Two
of me.
T-Rex heads on your feet.
Because they were right. It wasn't cool. Like I was wearing. Oh, look at the Cars Crocs.
Bro, yeah.
the one.
I'd wear those for a week for $500.
$500. All right.
Buy them
I
for
would.
me. I'll wear them for fucking a month straight. Only these.
Whoa, he wants
Oh
them.
my
How
god!
much?
He's bidding
I
high.
just said just buy them. And
Just
I'll
buy
fucking-
them, and for $50, and those will.
I mean,
a
those are-
month
yeah.
straight. You'll
Those
wear.
are
'em.
kind of sick, though.
All right, Christian's
these
in
ones
for
too.
$50 in a month,
Lightning.
and if we raise $500, we'll have you do it.
Look at this.
Oh, those are
that
cool.
was
The
Mike
monsters?
Wazowski?
Those are cute.
What the fuck's going on? I didn't know I liked Crocs.
Monsters
this much.
Inc.
I know. I used to wear these green ones on stage. I bought them at the Puyallup Fair, and I wore them on stage that night at Giggles, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" are
Oh,
you
Toy
wearing?"
Story.
Jeff, we got these for you.
Those are cool. I'd wear that. Woody did, or is that
What are you?
supposed to be his girlfriend or whatever that chick's name is?
They have Barbie ones.
You know the girl Jessie.
Yeah. No, these are the Woody ones. All right.
I like that. I'm into that.
I just don't like the little trinket things they put on them.
I know.
It's
And yours has to have trinkets.
Those are very popular.
all the holes have
All
a
the-
trinket.
all the holes
Every
have a
Every hole is a
Every
trinket,
hole is a
dude.
trinket.
Now the Cars ones are pretty sick.
All right, so there
And that
we go.
movie sucked.
That one we're gonna get done, Christian.
What do you mean? The first
I
one?
didn't like the Cars.
That's crazy.
What do you have the video that I wanted you to pull up? How much to do this? He's gonna pull up a video, and I want to know what you guys, if you guys would do this. He pulls up some porn. I'm
Dude,
like,
I
That's
love,
why I'm
I
going-
love when it occasionally goes to his page.
Oh.
We get a little glance at.
how much to follow me on Instagram?
How much?
I was gonna unfollow.
Jeff,
Yeah, nah, I don't
Jeff, how much to follow
How
me
much
on
you pay?
Instagram?
follow people.
How much to do this?
Guys,
Oh, I think I've seen this. I watched
no,
this.
dude. This I would
morning.
die. I would die.
Dude,
How much to do this?
Holy shit, dude.
Dude,
no,
these
no
guys-
chance.
watch this. It's crazy.
I've seen this. This is nuts.
Just two giant Pacific Islanders running towards each other.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict too who's gonna do well or not. Cause
So this is a real thing that they're doing?
yeah.
How much? I'll sign you guys up for this.
I would do it for like $5,000.
5,000.
Couple grand.
Cause look,
That
that
dude
guy's
got
out.
knocked
you.
out.
Yeah, no, that happens a lot. The problem is too, like sometimes a guy like will lower his shoulder and then it just fucks his whole like alignment up.
Oh. I would walk away with a broken something, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Holy
She's
shit,
like,
that
that's
guy?
a big boy too.
Is he like not? Did he knock himself out?
Knocked himself
Yep.
out. He flat backed that guy, but then he's like all out of it. The guy's celebrating with his dead body.
Yeah, I'll do that for $100,000.
I do it for
I will be in the
$5
in the
grand.
hospital for like months,
I think one
reconstructing my whole
Dude,
shoulders.
I just think if
I'd spend the next day just kind of chilling. Like, that
No,
was
you would
dumb.
not. You'd be in the
Yeah.
hospital.
It's like the bull thing.
You
know,
two
like-
guys would do it, and then you would try to make a move last second.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't run into
I actually
him.
watched that video with a strategy in mind.
You just
I'd say, listen,
leapfrog over him.
I would jump. Because now he's going to clip my legs. I'll do like the whole whirly
Just
dude thing.
explode
But I'm
your
gonna land,
balls.
I'd rather land on grass than this fucking...
God, I think I would do it for $5,000.
I'd do it for
But
fun.
I would be so worried about it.
I would just
You would
commit.
get hurt
I'll
so
just
bad.
run as... Yeah, he'd hurt us.
Well, Josh, you weigh like 300 or something like that. These guys are solid 350s.
I also think they'd take a little off if we signed up for it. Like, he's not going to try and gas me up the way he's gassing these
He
guys
probably wouldn't
They'd take a
target.
little-
yeah,
I
I mean,
think
unless
so,
they
yeah.
knew it was like a gimmick and they just wanted to hurt
They'd
you.
be happy. They'd be like, this is sweet that these fucking idiots are going to come
It's like
do
getting
this.
punched in the face. The idea of like getting leveled like that just is terrifying.
Yeah, because they go, these guys aren't doing
Well,
it
I've
for
done it
pride.
with football pads on, but that's just like the biggest dude in the world
That's what
hitting
I'm
you without
saying.
football.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way worse.
Yeah,
That's a truck.
that's a truck. Okay,
All right, so-
do we got time for a couple more?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. How much to replace all your furniture in your living room for a month with blow-up furniture?
That would drive me insane. I would fucking go bonkers. I'd be like, I can't do this.
Can you imagine him?
I'd hate
Do you
it.
get to fill the whole thing with like little like the balls, the ball pit balls?
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
sure,
Dude, that'd be sick.
Then we got like the little blow-up chairs, like just everything's blow-up. Pool
For one
equipment
month.
for one
For
month.
1 month?
The Verzies will come out. They'll clear out your living room.
Yeah, yeah, they'd have to.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be fun. A couple grand. I'd do that for.
Couple grand?
Yeah.
Couple grand.
Yeah. What would you do it for?
Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, I would do it for $500. It'd be upgrade at my house.
Yeah, you'd be happy. You guys would be chilling in it. Like,
Like, dude, when did we get the new furniture?
Oh
it's
man.
a little tricky for me because I'm never in town. So like a month flies by pretty
He
quick
just
for
like
me.
never comes back for a month.
Yeah.
to his
Yeah, I'd
place.
just be like, all right, I'm only in town
All right,
2 days.
I
this
live in
month.
New York this month.
Yeah.
I got one for Josh. How much for you every night for a week for you to sleep with Jeff's shoes going in the dryer nonstop?
There you go.
Oh.
Guy
No
doesn't
sound
sleep
machine, no
anyways.
nothing.
I mean, I could do that for.
Free.
All night too. Like you hear it all night.
Well, eventually put you to sleep. So, but I could do it for $1,000 for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He'd be fine.
because you get used to the sound after a while.
What? All right. Every night though, it progressively gets louder and louder. He puts more and more like shoes or fucking rocks or whatever he put in it in the dryer.
I mean, if I fall asleep, I'm out. But yeah, like if I don't, and then I just hear more and more shit, yeah, that'd be bad.
That's about life size now. Put him
Yeah,
on the table
I can't
that's
believe they
wild.
tricked you on that.
How much to carry that around for a week?
Everywhere you go.
and do what?
Just everywhere you
Everywhere you go, you
gotta
got to
carry
take it with you.
It's another thing you got to carry around.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's
$500
what we
bucks.
do
I'll do
here.
$500.
$500?
Yeah.
Talk about a conversation starter.
Yeah. Hey,
You
what's
might
up
meet
with
some
the-
chicks, dude.
Yeah.
What if it was actually life size?
$750.
Ooh, okay. Those are good. Guys, we got to raise some money. How much
Tell
does-
Jeff to throw some money.
I
in.
know,
Jeff Wort-
dude.
No, Wirtz.
Everyone thinks just because I have money, I want to
No,
spend
no,
it
the
on
other
this.
Arizona Jeff. He's the one complaining
Well,
about
no,
this.
Wirtz.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
He's the
Jeff
one
Ward.
complaining,
Jeff
dude.
said
You're
some
the
money
only
in.
guy that hurt our feelings
Yeah.
talking shit about this pod. How about you put some
Throw
of your
some
scratch
cash.
in here?
That's right.
Yeah, he's about to let his friend borrow money instead of
Flash
helping
the vent- flash
his
the,
other friend's podcast. How about that?
All right, here we go. How much to post feet pics for a month with inspirational quotes on your Instagram?
Oh, on the Instagram. I was
Yeah, where
hoping
are
to
we
be like
gonna
on
post them?
OnlyFans, you could make money on it or something like
No, you got to do it on your Facebook or your Instagram.
Yeah,
Feet
like it'll
pics.
be a picture of my feet, and then it'll say, "Coming to this will not buy you happiness."
Yeah, just inspirational quotes for a month. You could start a second
Jacking
Instagram.
off to these pictures isn't going to
You could
bring
s-
you peace.
You could start a second Instagram, so
Yeah.
it's not your main.
God. Well, that's the only thing.
Well,
is,
that's
like,
the thing is
I'm fine with feet stuff. I've talked about it.
Yeah,
on
but
this
he can't.
podcast.
He can't spend a
The
month.
problem
of not
is
having
I don't
his
want
Instagram.
them to know it's my feet. That's the problem. Just feet on the internet, no big deal.
Yeah.
Them going, is Jeff Dye selling feet pics is the problem.
That's
you're
the
not
thing is
selling
you're gonna
them.
have to get. You're gonna do with all these comments, and you would have to answer to
Yeah.
people. You can't let it go. You can't.
One
you
of
got-
these dorks like Red Bar is going to be like, then now he's selling photos of his feet.
Everybody that comments, you have to reply to their
Can you
comment.
say he's a loser selling his pictures on the internet?
Okay, Jeff. How about for you instead of
He needs
feet?
a little sound effect every time he talks.
Instead of feet, it'll be your hands. How about your hands
Hand
instead?
pics?
Yeah, that's easy.
I don't know.
A month of hand pics.
Fine, I could do that.
But that's all he posts is
That's
just
it.
hands.
Just a month of hand pics.
What the hell?
Selling pictures of his hands.
How much?
How much would you do it for?
How much? So every day it's a picture of my hand.
30 hand
It's
pics.
For a
Whoa,
month, dude.
30.
The hands.
I could do that. On my pages?
Yeah. No, on Josh's page.
Yeah, dude. Well, you
does
could
he send
create
like a separate hand
You could
page?
create a Jeff Dye's hand
Oh,
page.
no,
I did that
no,
for a
no.
few
I think it's
months.
got to
he
be
can't.
on it.
He can't have his page go for a month with no
Really?
other
Why not?
posts. Because he's got to post 3 times a day, dude. How's he gonna have?
He could post the
Money.
stories.
I love money.
I know, but you just do the
I've
story
got a
thing, the
brand
real.
going,
Just
Justin.
do the. Do you post other places?
Well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I do the hand thing. I don't know, $500. It's funny.
What?
We're in it.
That seems way low.
You're doing it.
Like just a hand
You're doing it, dude.
Your face isn't in it.
with the inspirational quote over my face. It's just a hand.
$500, dude. Picture your
Dude.
hands for a month. We got it. How
So
much for
silly.
you?
Dude,
I'm the new hand guy.
$501, dude.
There you
So
go.
Jeff's got to do it.
Yeah, you gotta do it too.
All right. How much to eat a Chipotle burrito at the mall with no hands?
Like you chop your hands off and then.
You gotta
What?
just
I'll do this
you
for
just
$10.
You just gotta eat the burrito. Dude.
Oh, $100, dude.
It'd be funny.
That's easy.
We'll get him to do that.
We'll get you're doing that.
You got to eat the whole thing.
Oh,
or
you
just
gotta eat the burrito.
Here's what's
dude.
gonna happen. We'll order it. We'll give him the $100, and then he'll be like, "I'm not gonna do this."
No, I would do it.
I'll
man.
do it. You're
I'll
a
do
bitch.
it. That's me.
All right, here we go. Do you like Guy Fieri?
Not really. I mean, I don't know much about him.
Okay, how much to get a Guy Fieri tramp stamp?
No.
$5,000.
It's like a real tattoo.
Dude, yes.
No, that's ridiculous.
Okay,
All right,
temporary
it doesn't have
tat.
to be a tramp stamp. It could be on your leg or your arm or something. If that's what's throwing you
That's the
off.
line. He doesn't want the tramp stamp.
If
You can
maybe
put,
you don't want it there because it's too
you can
slutty.
put it on your chest.
That is the dumbest thing ever.
Can you Google Guy Fieri tattoo? I want to see if anyone's ever done
People
it.
have done this.
And is it
People have
Fieri
paid
or
to
what
do
the
this.
fuck is his name?
Yeah, people have definitely done it. That one right there, third
wow.
over.
There's so many good ones.
Yeah, bro.
Look at that. Flavor
a good-
Town. Wait, he has his own tattoo?
No.
Oh,
No,
I thought
that's-
it was a picture of.
Somebody got that of his.
I like the
Look
little
at some of
cartoon.
these
The
are
little.
terrible. Go
little
through a few
cartoon
of them
one.
here. That's bad.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I always heard a story about him recently that was not very.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that! Next stop, Flavor Town.
Beavis and Butthead, Flavor
Yeah.
Town.
Look at that one. Someone told me recently he was. They had to work with him, and he was just like, he was such a machine about work that he wasn't very enjoyable to be around.
Makes sense.
Like not like he was a bad guy. He was
Yeah.
just like so into the like,
It'd be like
gotta work, gotta get this done.
multiple
I don't wanna
grands,
talk.
man.
How much?
20 grand.
Okay, how much temporary for a month?
Temporary for a
A
month?
temporary Guy
Wait, but you
Fieri
said you
tattoo.
do it for 20 grand?
20 grand, he said.
Well, how big? I mean, like, what
Do you even
like,
have any tattoos?
No,
That's
zero.
going to be your first tattoo for 20
first
grand?
time,
Yeah, that's insane.
Dude, we could ruin his life.
Yeah. I don't know. It's got to be. I mean, I'll just do
It
it.
has to be this big.
It has to be
like
all,
all my-
your,
Gosh,
whole,
Yeti.
your whole leg.
Never take any clothes
Your
off.
whole leg.
Yeah. How big? Like a little tiny thing?
That big.
That's crazy.
That's
man.
huge.
Right here on my leg.
Temporary,
I can
on your
hide it.
chest.
On my chest? No.
temporary.
Temporary. I do.
Oh, temporary.
yeah.
Temporary?
Yeah. For a month.
For a month.
Temporary Guy Fieri tattoo for 1 month.
$5,000.
That's so high.
It's so
about you?
high?
I would do it for $1,000.
Summer's coming
Guy
up, dude.
Fieri,
Temporary
$1,000.
tattoo
temporary tattoo, 1 month.
for $1,000.
$1,000
I'd do it for $500.
I'd do it for $400.
Send me the money. 400, you win. I think it'd just be like every time I take my shirt off, it'd just be hilarious.
But he never takes his shirt off.
'Cause
He
it's
doesn't
temporary.
take his shirt off.
I
You don't
do.
take your shirt off?
I did.
No, we go swimming. He wears a shirt in the
He
pool.
wears
He's
a shirt.
making this up.
Why do you wear a shirt?
I
You
don't.
have a good body, dude.
I
You're fine.
don't. This isn't even
You have a
true.
great body. Show the body.
Why do you wear a shirt when we go swimming?
I don't.
I've never seen
This
him
is
with
a
his
hell
shirt
of an
off.
accusation.
Christian, what are we at?
We are at. Doesn't say 40. An hour and 6 minutes.
We
for
have
this
not
thing
been
recording.
recording.
No, we have. It's just not saying it.
All right, we got a couple more. Here we go. How much to spend a whole week dressed in that banana outfit?
1 week.
1 week?
Everywhere you go. Work. Install. $100?
$100?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just
200?
throwing out a number.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you get to the
You're
number.
trying to get me at a price that's
Doubled
reasonable.
It, 200.
To 200.
I'll give you $200 to dress like a banana for a week.
No, just do 1,000.
Banana
I mean,
boy,
these are like-
$1,000.
It's just like the annoyance that comes
What about
from it.
you? He always thinks he doesn't have to answer.
500.
What about you, Josh?
$500?
What about you? He did sound like Mox from Varsity Blues right there, didn't he?
I don't
I don't
know.
want your
I
life.
don't want your life.
This is a bad movie we're in that everyone's going to forever reference.
It was one of the best movies of all time.
Sucks. It was
a
That's
good movie.
stupid
You didn't
ass
like the
thing.
movie?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Dumb movie.
How much to report your best friend for a minor crime they didn't commit?
Jesus. That's mean.
Wow.
You get to report a crime on Jeff. Call the cops.
That I didn't do.
That he
And
didn't do.
They would come over, do
They
the
would
whole
come
thing.
over, do the
Kind
whole
of
thing.
a reverse Jesus thing, you know? It's
But
kind
I
of
think
like,
I would be the one to go to jail because I'm like,
They don't know he
False
didn't commit it. He stole something.
my friend.
Could I
Jeff-
do it to someone I don't like?
Yeah, of course. You could.
Okay.
Well, no, it's your friend.
That'd be I'd be
It's your
cheaper.
friend. You
So
gotta
you're
do
just
it.
calling the police and, hey, my friend, he
Yeah.
did this crime.
My friend.
You should go over there and
It's a
arrest him.
terrible one.
So Josh's question is how much to be a bad friend, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
want
think
to
it's
do
going
that.
to come back on you, and
$1
the police are going to be
million.
like, why
$1 million?
did
Okay, that's fair.
why did you call a
I was
fake
hoping he'd be like, I'll do
crime,
that for
man?
free.
$1 million?
Yeah.
That's the one I won't do for free. That's the one thing I wouldn't do.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have such honor. What a
terrible
what a
thing to
great
do.
friend.
He's got his Crocs on. He's like, yeah, he's made
I mean,
his
yeah,
money.
I'm in jail with my Crocs
Yeah.
on because I won't do
Yeah.
it.
All right, here's a real one. How
All right.
much to cut off all contact with your closest friend for 1 year, no explanation?
Oh, free, dude.
Rise and grind, dude. Just got to leave him behind.
And who would it be?
Wait, all contacts? What do you mean?
You can't talk to your friend for 1 year and you can't tell him why.
Oh, it's one friend.
Yeah, I had a friend do that to me.
And who would it be?
Aaron Marsh literally just ghosted me out of his
Yeah.
life for no reason,
Wow.
with no explanation.
Could it be you?
You could pick whoever you want.
It'd be you.
But you
'cause-
can't, now you can't tell me.
Wait, I can't tell you
Well,
who
if
the
he was
friend
doing
is.
it.
Yeah, if he's doing it, you can't tell me.
Oh, you're just like calling me and like, dude,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
You just cut off all contact for a year. Can't tell
Interesting.
him.
You do live far away. It'd be pretty easy.
Yeah.
So is
What about your friends in Nashville?
Is he the
Who's
guy?
your closest friend in Nashville?
Probably Zach.
But he's your boss too, isn't he?
Yeah.
just
So
don't.
that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
No
All right,
explanation.
how much money would it take for you to just cut Jeff out of your life forever?
Why does it got to be me?
Well, because you guys
Jeff
are
can't do that.
you guys are
Couple
close
$100?
friends, dude.
He's gonna go, I don't know,
what is he,
200
like
bucks?
fucking $63.
Can I
Yeah,
get
so what do you got?
monthly payments of $50, please?
Be Bobby Bonilla.
For the next
That'd be
10
tough.
years.
$25 a year for the next.
$25 a year.
Could you do it?
I could do it. I don't know the friend. I mean,
Okay.
for Jeff,
Yeah.
man, that's tough, dude.
You don't think you could?
$100,000 for the year.
100 grand?
For the year.
I could do it for cheaper.
What is going on?
I mean, dude,
I'm ending this.
10 grand?
I'm ending this.
So you would
Thank
do it for $10,000.
tuning into our podcast. Nobody's not talking to nobody for any amount of money.
You guys raise the money. We will do
Yeah,
that.
No, but
no,
no
we
problem.
will not. We love you
$100,000
guys.
though.
Thanks for tuning in. We're out of here.
What are you cutting?